Welcome to the day in the life as a busy mummy on my day off from work. We started the day down in the kitchen at 7:15 by popping the oven on, then I cleared the draining board and unloaded the dishwasher. We decided today that we fancied some Biscoffy pastry swirls, so once the draining board was clear, we got them made. I really enjoyed twirling these up, it's actually quite therapeutic, and we glazed them with egg and popped them in the oven. They took a little bit longer than we expected, so I had some banter with the husband while we waited, and he made a much needed coffee. Then once the pastries were ready to come out of the oven, Evie kept checking to make sure that they weren't burning, we dished up and served them. We all sat down for breakfast together after I'd had a pastry wiggle and Nick enjoyed his much needed coffee. Then I had a shower, washed my hair, did my makeup and got dressed, trying to decide what to wear because it was so warm, followed by doing Evie's hair. Now that she's 7, she does thankfully get herself dressed for school, and of course we both had to have a little spritz of perfume to keep us smelling good on this Thursday. Time for some boots. I popped on my trusty DeBarry Galways and Evie grabbed her trainers as she wears trainers, leggings and t-shirts to school. We grabbed our coats, picked up our bags, including 2 massive bags to take to the charity shop later today, and headed off to school. It was a quick drop off of Evie at school today, and then I left the car in the car park and headed out for a quick half-an-hour jaunt around the countryside. It was pouring with rain, but I really enjoyed it. I even had time to stop for a selfie. Then I went off to post a parcel at InPost before heading to Waitrose to get a few little bits for a top-up shop, as there are certain items that I cannot get on our big food shop. I finished my trip into town with a quick trip to my favourite second-hand bookshop, where I managed to pick up a book that Evie has wanted for ages from the Fairy Tale Hairdresser collection, and then I headed back to my car before heading off to my next adventure. This is everything I achieved before 10:30. See you soon!